Imagine for a moment a group of students on a museum tour. As they go from room to room, their guide, whom I shall refer to as Alice, is able to give facts and tell stories about each of the artifacts found within without the use of extensive notes. What Alice is doing is speaking extemporaneously. And in this presentation, I will explain how extemporaneous speaking is an important skill for a public presenter to have. To do this, I will give the definition and benefits of extemporaneous speaking. I will then offer a few techniques on how to master this skill. And finally, I will explain how I plan to use this skill in my future career. Now, let's look at what exactly extemporaneous speaking is and what benefits we get when we use it. The book, Stand Up, Speak Out, The Practice and Ethics of Public Speaking by Jason S. Wrench and others, defines an extemporaneous speech as a prepared presentation given in a conversational manner with a few brief notes. Now, a few might be wondering, what difference does it make if I use brief notes or a prepared manuscript? Well, the main benefit of extemporaneous speaking is the ability to make and maintain eye contact with your audience, who in turn will feel engaged and hopefully pay more attention and take away more from your presentation than they would otherwise. Another benefit given by the textbook is the air of confidence and credibility which is created around the speaker. When an audience sees that someone is able to give a presentation on a subject without having to read off a manuscript, they are more likely to take that person seriously. Now that we looked at the definition and benefits of extemporaneous speaking, let's look at a few techniques on how to master the skill. The first and most obvious technique is practice. As we know, practice makes perfect, and an effective extemporaneous speaker will practice their speech thoroughly. But if one feels that practice is not enough, it is recommended that a note card such as this be used, on which the main points and important information is listed. That way, if a speaker has a moment of forgetfulness, they can glance at the note card, see where they are and where they have to go, and move on. Now that we looked at some techniques on mastering extemporaneous speaking, let me explain how I hope to use this skill in my future career. As of now, I plan to become a college-level educator. This means that I'll most likely be giving a public presentation on every single workday. I'll also have to engage with an audience of young and restless students and present them information in a confident and credible way. Thus, I'm very glad and thankful that I've been able to learn and practice the skill of extemporaneous speaking in this speech course. In summary, I think it is clear to see why extemporaneous speaking is an important skill to have for a public speaker. In trying to show this, I have given the definition and benefits of extemporaneous speaking. I have given the techniques used to master the skill. And finally, I've explained how I hope to use this skill in my future. But if a few of you are still unconvinced, let's imagine how boring a museum tour would be if instead of engaging us as an audience, our tour guides would just read to us out loud from a book.